raise your hand if you still have tulip bulbs to plant in the garden. I am going to be stopping really quick at Lowe's because I need to grab a few bags of potting mix. I am not going to make this hard for me. I am just going to place the bulbs where the planters are, add a few inches of potting mix, and we're good to go. They had so much sales right now that it's just super busy in there. I grabbed a few clips of the sales for the tulips. They had a few varieties, but some of them, they're not really my favorites, but I did grab some pinks, some doubles, and some purples, and they were all half off. So I also grabbed some potting mix. That's all they had. I took my time choosing the bags that didn't really have like frozen pieces to it. It's like 25 degrees outside right now. Of course, the outdoor bags are going to be just pieces of ice. This is definitely not the best time ideal for planting bulbs or really doing anything outside for that matter. It is close to 30 degrees outside. I am freezing, but I really want to get this done. And these are the planters where I am going to be planting all of my tulip bulbs, or at least most of them. If I run out of space, which I could because I grabbed quite a few this morning, then I am going to use another bed where it's really low on soil, and I am just going to top it off with potting mix. But this right here, these were the planters where I had all of my sun sugar cherry tomatoes, I had dahlias, I had all kinds of herbs, peppers, and other cut flowers where I just build them up from seedlings, and they were lush and healthy and amazing. Obviously, the soil that I have here right now is not fluffy because it is ice. It is literally frozen in place. So I'm just going to try to break it up because I have some mountains there in the middle where I'm just going to try to flatten it as best as possible to place the bulbs. And then with the potting mix that I just had, I'm just going to try to even it up so that they are covered and nice and beautiful for the spring. Awesome. So this is my whole box that I got. It's full with tulip bulbs, and I definitely have here in these bags, I definitely have plenty to fill these planters. But the bags, the other bags that I just got at Lowe's, those are probably going to have to go in raised beds. Let me show you really quick what I have here. This right here is, these guys, I believe, I'm not going to be able to do this with gloves. This is a mix that I got. I rarely get mixes, but I ordered so late. This is a mixed perennial tulips super pack, and I have 100 bulbs here. I'm going to try to find a picture of how these guys are going to look like. And I have a few of these apricot fox. These guys are really, really lovely. I have a few of these mixes. I have also one of my favorite tulips, which is Akibono. It's a beautiful double yellow and green, like splashes of green tulip. Is just beautiful, you guys. I also have a few bags of those. And the ones that I just showed you, I got those online. And yesterday I went to my local Tractor Supply because I know that late in the season, right now we're at the beginning of December, they definitely push their tulip bulbs out, and these guys were 50% off, and I got a few of these berry mix. Look at how beautiful that is. I definitely have some purples and some peaches and some pinks. This is the only variety that they had left, so I got all of the bags that they had, and they were half off, so I got a few bags of those. So like I said, I am going to try to place these together. The idea is that I am going to try to start my roadside flower stand outside with tulips. We'll see. I have never done this. I have definitely grown tulips before in containers and raised beds and planters, but never trying to but I have never tried to sell them. So we'll see how that goes. Right now it's just a fun thing to do, so I am planning for that. And these containers are definitely in need of a little bit of TLC right now with the soil that they have. So I'm just going to forward everything, and then hopefully I'll give you an updated video next spring when these guys are in bloom. And this right here is the single tall raised bed where I'm going to try to fit all of the bulbs that I just got at Lowe's on sale. This bed has some zinnia, some kale, and some other weeds that they're just done for the season. And as you can tell, the level of soil that I have here is just way down. At the beginning of the spring, I filled these guys all the way to the top with compost, but they are definitely flatten all the way down. So I am just going to literally clean the weeds, remove the plants that are there. I am going to place the tulip bulbs on top, and I am going to place the potting mix all the way on top. So hopefully, I think I have 3 bags of potting mix. Hopefully that's enough to cover with a good depth all of the bulbs here. This is as good as it's going to get. The weeds are literally frozen in place. They're just going to have to stay there, and they're just going to have to be smothered by all the potting mix. So this right here are all the tulips that are going to be placed in this raised bed. I can definitely fit a few bags more. Obviously I ran out, but this is definitely a nice fit for all of them. As you can tell, I am not worried about the bulbs pointing up. I noticed a couple of other YouTubers that actually do this for a living. They do flower farming for a living, and they place the tulips either way. They just throw them there. They make sure that they're not on top of each other, and they don't worry about where the pointy is pointing towards. The bulbs will find their own way. So I'm excited to see if this works, but it is freezing out here. So I am ready to be done with this. I am going to add a little bit of bulb fertilizer, place the potting mix on top, and we should be good to go. This looks really good already. I was going to add 1 more bag, but I think this is definitely plenty. The tulip bulbs are all the way down there, at least 6 inches deep, and that's definitely plenty for them. Hopefully we get good luck with these tulip bulbs. Hopefully I can give you an update video early in the spring. Thank you for being here, you guys, and I will see you on the next time.